you? Good afternoon. So I am here at Brothers Barbecue having lunch with a friend. And just enjoying my lunch, and lo and behold, here we go. So when you see something, you say something. So here we are, Greenwood Village. So this is in Arapahoe County at I-25 in Arapahoe. I'm assuming this was a traffic stop. I didn't see it go down. Two cars. He's leaving. This one's staying. Greenwood Village. If you do a little Google search about Greenwood Village, they're the ones that blew up a home over a shoplifter. Leo, what's the name? Leo Lesky. His home became the subject of a SWAT entrance, I guess we'll call it, when police so bravely chased a theft suspect, a theft of some property from, I believe it was a Walmart, chased him into a neighborhood and into someone's home. There was a child in the home, and ultimately, after a big long standoff, they literally destroyed this home. Absolutely destroyed it. He sued. Everybody was up in arms because he kept saying that his insurance company should cover that. They didn't.
Well, I can put something together.
He lost. And I don't know where that stands for him to try to recover any costs, but he did take it all the way, and the court said no. Cops did everything right. It's a very interesting story. You'll have to Google it. So Greenwood Village is kind of its own special little place. They're fancy cars. And fancy freedoms of behaving as sovereign citizens. So this vehicle doesn't have any plates. It doesn't look like it has a tow tag. I don't know. There were two cops here. Now there's only one. Hi, Liberty Blair. Big G, how are you? Another fine example of government protecting and serving the shit out of us. Yep, that's no doubt. So, yeah, I'm a customer here at Brothers Barbecue. After I made a visit over to the Arapahoe County Jail. Hey, MLH. Yeah, I suppose the camera probably scared one away. We'll see. He just went across the street over there. He's parked over there. So that's a gas station. So I don't know what's going down over there. But he's sitting over there. KJ, hello. So we're just watching Greenwood Village Police here conduct a traffic stop. So far, nothing seems weird or out of line as far as somebody potentially losing their life. So you see the police in action, please record them. It's your civic duty. Since we've all seen what, body cam produces or not. We seem to think that the body cam is the end-all fix-all, and it's not. So don't ever give up on recording police in their official capacities. So while we watch this seemingly uneventful interaction here, let me talk a little bit about where I was just a short time ago. I was out at the Arapahoe County Jail, which is just down here a few miles, and I went there because I felt it would be best to show up in person to ensure that Jason, who is now incarcerated in Arapahoe County, is first of all being treated fairly and has access to services, because as many of you know, Jason's long been the subject of many conversations that we've had about how to connect and build relationships and see what you can do instead of being part of the problem, okay? So Jason and I, we've worked together for a few years, and Jason finally just snapped during the consistent 10 days of sweeping him all over the place. We saw a video of the last sweep that MLH and Denver Metro Audits did, and they were out there, and Jason was one of the people that we were checking on. I was insistent that we see what was going on with Jason, because Jason is very strong. He wants to stand his ground. He wants to tell government to fuck off. What you're doing is wrong. A lot of us are behind the 8 ball. We need help. We're not consistent in how we offer services. I'm a small nonprofit. I can only do so much, and I fill in the gaps where I can, right? And Jason is literally one of my success stories. You guys, he's going to spend his 30th birthday in jail, okay? And that's coming up in a few days. And Jason is the only person out here on the streets that, through a course of trials and tribulations, we've built a mutual respect for each other. Jason comes from a history of never really standing a chance to get into life with both feet on the ground, okay? He's going to be in jail for quite a while, because Arapahoe County is doubling down on his failures to appear, and they've added another charge for an FTA and turned it into a felony. He's got an unattainable bond, and he has no one. He has an aunt, and that's it. And she's very ill, and she tried to raise it. And so she and I worked together, and Jason was able to finally remember her phone number. Jason got picked up in Denver and went to the Denver jail for, I think it was 5 days. He had a warrant over there for trespassing, but he was being held for Arapahoe County. So Arapahoe County came and got him. And Greenwood Village is in Arapahoe County. Well, MLH, let's back up on that, because Jason is not in jail for no reason, okay? The Denver charges are for no reason. There was no victim. Okay, Arapahoe County is a little bit of a different story. And it has to do with original domestic violence. But he is presumed innocent until proven guilty. But because he did not take me up on clearing those warrants during COVID, as I told all of them, things were going to get way more difficult. And you know what? I'm not going to come back and say I told you so, because Jason's not stupid. He's going to have to sit in there and process all of this. That doesn't mean he should sit in there alone without support. And if I can capitalize on the time that he's in jail to get the wraparound services that he's supposed to have, he stands a better chance of coming out of jail and going straight into housing. Jason is the only person out on the streets that took me up on an offer to go to work and followed through with it and held a job for almost 3 months while living on the streets, okay? I know what the success rate is for that. For people to get their life back on track, it's slim to none. I did everything I could to support Jason. I continue to ask people to get out here and make connections with these people. I can't do everything by myself. Jason needs a man in his life. At this point, he needs any support he can get. So we're watching Greenwood Village. He's making contact with this driver. Apparently gave him a citation of some sort. Apparently this person produced some kind of registration or something on this vehicle. I don't know. It doesn't have any plates. You know, papers please. Okay. So back to Jason. I thought it would be appropriate that a visit be made in person to the jail today, and let me tell you what, it was incredibly productive. Arapahoe County took me very serious about why I was there. They immediately complied with my request to do a welfare check. They then called mental health, as I asked them to do, so I could inform them of what I know and to ask them to go have a conversation with Jason to get a release of information. The woman I talked to was initially pretty standoffish because all of this was taking place in the lobby. And I'm just now noticing I'm here. But what makes this pretty incredible is I got to my car and was kind of concerned about that lack of reception from the mental health person. But she called me. And she apologized for being so standoffish and realized the seriousness of what I wanted to convey to make sure that he had the services he was supposed to have. So she immediately went and made contact with Jason. He was in booking. He still hasn't made it out of booking. He's been here going on 3 days. I don't know what's going on in the jail. I don't know why he's still in booking, but the longer they're in booking, the less access they have to services. So I suspect that he's going to be up on a pod very soon. What'd you do? Forget to give him something? Really? Okay. So he's blocking my camera. Why? So I felt that the visit to the jail was productive because now I have a point of contact. Jason's signed a release of information, and that's really how it should work. And that caseworker acknowledged that she needed to be supportive in my efforts because their inmates don't typically have this level of support. So she was excellent in what she was processing from the time I talked to her to the time she decided to go make contact with Jason. So as things become available for Jason, I need help. I need people to write to Jason, but I'm not going to have an address until he gets up on a pod. I'm going to ensure that he's got what he needs in jail, but not in the form of money on his books, because I'm not going to allow Arapahoe County to take all that money, which they do, for booking fees and other bullshit, and they've added charges. I don't know how much money he owes Arapahoe County, but he's indigent. And this isn't a make money program off the homeless. So that other cop has left across the street. Oh, this one used his turn signal. So this is an area the cops frequent anyway because of this Motel 6. They do some voucher work with the indigent and the homeless. So the cops are always crawling over here. But at any rate, so that's the story. So I'm not gonna go have a conversation with him. He's on the phone. But I'm gonna end this stream so I can go inside and finish my lunch. But I just wanted you all to know why I was here, because I wanted to do a live stream at the jail, but I really didn't have a lot of information. So maybe this was the reason I needed to do the live stream. So please keep Jason in your thoughts and your prayers if you're the type, okay? Because here's another opportunity to connect and possibly influence Jason being able to change his life. Because he wants to. He wants to. He doesn't know how. He needs support. So, that's the story for now. I'm gonna go, and I hope you all are having a wonderful day, okay? Empirical miracle. That Brothers Barbecue used to be a Denny's. Yeah, it did, you're right. Yeah, this is Greenwood Village, Arapahoe 925, that's correct. So, I don't know what the traffic stop was about. I just wanted to ensure safety. So that's why I did this stream. Alright, y'all. So please watch out soon for some news about Jason. And I really could use your support in supporting Jason. Thanks, guys.